Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now. I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here. That is not success. That's fucking sickness. I found myself divorced and out there looking for love in all the wrong places. This one and that one and that one and that one and this one and that one. And my body count going up and my value going down. I'm just going to call it like a TI is. All the while, my husband done found somebody else building a relationship and building a life with them. I should have stayed married to my husband. I felt like I was on this dark road with no street lights, pitch dark, and I couldn't find my way and didn't know which way to go. I felt lost. I felt like I was walking barefoot on that dark road with pebbles and hot rocks sticking my foot. I felt hurt. I felt alone because every time he and that one and this one and that one left my bed, I was alone all by myself. And which was supposed to be soft and comfortable for me, my pillow, it was now filled with tears. I should not have left my husband.
Fellas, hit that subscribe button. But listen, after listening to this, it really brought me back to a place where a woman that I hold near and dear to my heart did something very similar to a man that I hold very near and dear to my heart. Now, this happened well over 2 decades ago, right? I was a little boy and I seen how it disrupted the family. Seemingly to me, the man was perfect and everything was perfect. And one day it was just all brought to a screeching halt, bro. No lie. And it messed me up as a child that a woman could do that to a man that everybody loves. The whole family loves him. It messed me up so that she could go out there and run them streets. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I think that's my villain origin story. No lie. It really shaped the way that I think. It really shaped the way that I look at marriage. It really shaped the way that I look at women in general, because men don't wake up just saying, man, I want to get married. Like, it has to be something in it for them. Like, when most men I know say they want to get married, it's because they're trying to do something bigger. And it's not something to be taken lightly for the most part. You know, back in the day when this happened, there was no YouTube. There was nothing. There were no men out here to teach you about female nature. The only thing that could teach you about female nature is actually getting drugged through that damn mud with them. The only thing that could teach you about female nature is if you was dealing with multiple females and you was able to see the writing on the wall. And that wasn't every guy. Some dudes always been that dude, man. He was hitting women that he worked with that was married. He was hitting women that he went to school with that had boyfriends. So he was able to see their true nature. But for the most part, most men was walking around here thinking that women was nice and perfect. That's just how it go, bro. They didn't have red pill content. You had to get it out the mud back then. But I'm glad and I can appreciate the fact that she did this and she's taking accountability, because let's be real, a lot of women get high paying positions and they want to bring that authority home with them. Listen, I want you to envision 2 different scenarios. Scenario 1, man marries a woman. He goes to work corporate America, climbs the corporate ladder. He's now a high ranking executive. What does he do? He wants to give the world to his wife. He got it, everything. He has everything he wants. He just wants to enjoy the fruits of his labor with his woman. He wants to elevate her. Now, switch the role. You take a woman who does the exact same thing. She wants to replace this man with someone else that she deems is more valuable. It's really the difference. She said that she used to take that shit home from work. Think about that, bro. Your girl can get offered a position where she's making 2-3 times her salary, and that will change the dynamic of the relationship. Now she thinks that you're beneath her. Forget the fact that you put her through college. Forget the fact that you held her down while she was doing this. Forget the fact that you had to listen to all these boring stories about how she don't get along with the clerk at the job. You know, the stuff that we just don't care about, but you sit up there and listen to it anyway because you have a sense of duty to her. She forget all that. I'm not happy. I want to go be with somebody else now. Run them streets. Hop on the carousel. Throw that little Virginia around. It went from a TVE to a LVE. It went from a tight end to a wide receiver. All because they got a little money and a little power. They will disrupt the family, tear the whole nuclear family apart just so that they could be happy. And that's the difference between many women and many men. I don't know too many men who have strong roots, meaning they got the house, they got the car, they have the wife, they got 3 kids and a dog. 401k. They ain't leaving their wives, man. Are they perfect? No, but they are not leaving these women. You flip that around and make a woman successful when she never was, all of a sudden she jumps from 50,000 to 150,000. It's gonna be trouble in paradise. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I don't think women are capable of making a lot of money and wanting to stay with the same man. I just don't think it's gonna happen unless that man continues to outpace her, out earn her, out status her, out clout her. You always have to be a step ahead of your girl, bro, to remain attracted to her. You know, women CEOs are not very, very common. But to get to a position where a woman is ahead of a Fortune 500 company, a lot about that woman has to be masculine. Let's call a spade a spade. This woman was masculine before she got the job. Let's be real. You don't just develop a masculine trait. It's been in her. And unfortunately, he probably didn't have these teachings. He didn't have no one to tell him a disagreeable woman is not a good woman to marry. To be successful in corporate America and really get high up, you gotta have I'm going to do this by any means necessary attitude. You can't be a layover. You can't be a go along to get along type of person. You gotta be a dog. You gotta have that lion, that wolf in you. You gotta have it, man. And that's not the type of woman that most men can marry and expect to go the distance with. It just doesn't work like that. A disagreeable woman is the only type of woman that could be successful in a man's world. I promise you, bro. You're not going to find a whole bunch of feminine, submissive women at the top of corporations. It can't happen, sir. She's going to get devoured by the wolves. And unfortunately, that's the type of woman he married. And, you know, just to be a little controversial, I would even argue that most women who have high-ranking jobs are the most promiscuous women that you're ever going to come across. You heard it out of her mouth. She the one that said that she was out there throwing that thing around. She said it. I didn't say that. But guess what? I'm old enough to know that they ain't nothing but high-paid freaks. I promise you that, my boy. Anyways, this is the first time that I went this long on a video like this. If you actually stayed and listened to me ramble, I appreciate you. I salute you. Hit that subscribe button. We almost at 100K. I'm going to rock with y'all later. I cannot take that. I can't take no more. I can't take no more. Man, I'm sick of these hoes. I'm so sick of these hoes. I can't take no more. I can't be a hero. I can't say these hoes. Real player like D-Rose. This bitch crazy, here we go. Blowing up my phone.